Hey everyone, it's Cece, and today I'm going to do a chatty get ready with me using the Persona Identity Palette. I purchased this in the 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. It was such a beautiful palette, and I've used it quite a bit, as you can see from here. I did a little review on this, and I said that my look that I did with it didn't turn out very well as the video goes, but the look, I wasn't recording. I think that's what it was. But the look was gorgeous. So I decided at that point to do, instead of review, just a review instead of the look. So I'm just going in with the burnt orange shade in the palette, which is called Audacious. And I wanted to let you guys know, Sona Gasparian, who is the YouTuber and owner, I believe she's a makeup artist, owner of this brand, creator. Anytime you post anything that has to do with this video, with her palette and her brand, she is just such a sweetheart, and she comments, finds you, responds, just everything. I'm gonna go in with the purple shimmery shade called Bossy, and just so sweet for, her to find my video that like nobody watches and, to comment on it. So that is just absolutely sweet, and I would be happy to support her and her line just for, her conscientiousness and, responding to people. I think that is just absolutely terrific. So this color's, I don't know, let me look right here. I don't think it goes on the smoothest, but it could just be because I'm not looking very nice, just right in the, right spot here. But the looks turn out beautiful, and I love this. This is one of the first colors that I used. And then I'm going to go into the color above it called Bombshell, and that's like a green shade. Look how these colors pick up on your brush. It's just like one little swipe through there. And I'm going to put that towards the outer area. What am I doing with that? Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of close to the lash line, and I'm I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I kind of like it. But I've really been enjoying this palette, and I think it's probably a little bit harder to work with as I'm, the way I'm sitting here, but I just love the palette. And I'm going to go in with the dark brown called Fearless and put that on the outer corner and kind of give the eye some shape with that color. And it is pretty deep and super pigmented. So I'm sorry, I must just not be in the right area here. Here we go. Really sorry about that. Super deep. And before I even blend that out, oh no, I have a new brush, so I'm just gonna start there. Blend that out a little bit, make it smoother. Probably gonna have to go in with that burnt orange and add a little bit more color to that transition area. Whoops, sorry. See how gorgeous they just blend out? And they have been wearing really well on me as well. I have found that although the first time I wore them, or second time? I think it was the second time that I wore them, I had a little bit of creasing, but I haven't really found that since then. And my left eye here that I'm using, applying shadow to right now, definitely has some watery eye problems and things like that. So that makes that shadow crease, but if I look at my right eye, I don't have that issue, and it always wears pretty well. So that is my, everybody could say, oh, these eyeshadows are creamy, they don't, they swatch very well, or they don't swatch well, or, you know, whatever it is. But they need to go on my eyes well for me, and they need to, you know, with color. And they also need to wear. And that is, you know, what I'm looking for in an eyeshadow. So I'm going to use a purpley shade called Chic. I wish it were a little bit deeper purple, but I like the shade so much. The only thing in this palette that I find might be missing for myself is a better transition shade. I am very fair-skinned, and I'm aware that, you know, I don't have brown eyes, which she originally created this palette for, but of course, you know, you can use it on anybody's eyes. Is this orange shade is the only thing I can use as a transition. There's this shade called Charming, which maybe she did mean right below the orange in this shot, which maybe she did mean to use as a transition, but it doesn't work for me. It's a little too deep on my very fair skin. So if there were, you know, a lighter or less pigmented offering of that type of shade, I think that would be very good, but it just muddies up on my skin and doesn't work well for that transition. So I'm going to use that same Chic purple shade underneath my lashes and this little like smudger brush from It Cosmetics. I'm hoping that this video is showing up well, because I am not looking in the right place, and I can see that. But you know, you can see how quickly, 7 minutes, and I've created a look from this palette. And just because this isn't normally what I use, but I will grab this Humble color, which is the matte cream, and just I use a big brush, because then I think it blends better, just right under the brow. And you guys see, I just placed that green like a crazy woman, kind of. And almost like a halo effect, I guess. And these colors are blending. It is a little bit more of a deeper look, and it was that dark brown color that really deepened things up than I was expecting today, but it's fine. I like it. And it's just more dramatic than I was expecting. But that green ended up kind of being a halo color for me. And maybe that bossy dark purple shade disappeared a little bit, but that's kind of, you know, what I was doing there, I guess. Just whatever worked for me. Just, you know, take a... Oh, usually, forgot the liner. Usually I do that deep brown as a liner. I don't even know if I need it. But I'm going to go in with this Becca eyebrow type brush, 105, and add a little bit of that. And I am going to use this mirror, so excuse me for just a moment. But I am going to use this mirror just to get it super close to my lash line and not cover that green up. So, yeah, did you guys enjoy the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty? I think the whole entire last year I barely bought anything from it, you know, including both sales. And this year, there seemed to be a lot of things that really interested me and that I wanted. And one was especially the Laura Geller blushes, and this is in the shade Roseberry. And I just love the glow these blushes give to you. And I am also using that Buxom Weightless Foundation today. And I think you can see the smoothness. It's not a heavy look at all, which, I don't know, maybe that balances the eyes out. Not a heavy look at all. But, just I really enjoyed that sale. And I also, in the past year have definitely shopped less. I didn't get every single palette that came out. I didn't see a lot of palettes that interested me. But when one did, I definitely purchased it. Excuse me here. Hoping to get this without. Here's that look, that mascara look. I don't have great lashes, but I am trying something, and we'll see if that works on them. But you guys, this palette, it was 7 minutes. It's only 10 minutes and 45 seconds, so maybe it was like 6 minutes by the time I started working with it. And I just want you to see it one more time. This palette retails for $32. And I said in my review that it reminded me a lot of the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced. But I think it's much more pigmented. It's very blendable. And the Sweet Peach is probably one of my very favorite palettes ever. It's slightly pared down from that, but it gives you a lot of the same shades. Similar shades, not same. None are an exact dupe, but a similar color palette to that, and it just works perfectly. And since that's one of my palettes, this is absolutely one too. Now, if you have the Sweet Peach, do you need this? I feel like you should try the formula of these. I think it's a little bit different. They are very creamy, they are very pigmented. And again, the only thing that we're missing, and maybe I could work with it and get these two shades together, but the only shade I am missing for my very fair skin, and I mean, I wear, pretty much the lightest or second lightest foundation, depending on the line. The only thing I'm really missing is a transition shade, and I bet I could even work with it there. So as you can see, I kind of created this look on the fly. In my inner corner, I have that Hourglass Metallic Ambient Strobing highlighter. And other than that, I said the Roseberry, I just have some gloss on. My brows are done, and a little bit of It Cosmetics bronzer as well. So thank you so much. In the comments below, tell me what your favorite purchase was from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I did my haul, so you may want to look at that as well. I didn't put this in the haul though. Totally forgot to. I remembered, and then of course I forgot. So I can probably do a little bit of extra blending right now, and I don't even know if I need it, even with that dark shade. Just wow. But leave me a comment below. I love talking to my subscribers and friends in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, or you just found my channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I am in no way an expert. I want to let you know that. No way, no way, no way. I record on my iPad Pro, and I'm always looking to the side because the camera is here. And I'm looking forward, and I am no pro of being on camera. But I just want to share this eye look with you. And I was planning on talking about some things going on in my life, but I guess we'll change that for another time, because this palette kind of overtook the conversation today. And again, it's the Persona Identity palette. Sona Gasparian is the creator, and she appears to be just the sweetheart and businesswoman, really taking care of her brand and looking after it as well, and I really appreciate that. So congratulations to Sona. I know this is an older palette, but it is wonderful, and please subscribe, guys.